had this weird dream. I was gonna make a video about something, but I can't, I can't remember what. Hey Cameron, so I'm here to talk about Your Name, written and directed by Makoto Shinkai, and wow, this movie is amazing. I watched it last night, finally. It's the highest grossing anime film of all time, so you think I probably should have saw it when it came out, but I'm always late to things. The movie's about two characters. You have Mitsuha, who is a girl. She lives in a kind of a small town, and her family takes care of this shrine that's very important to the town, and she has kind of responsibility to it. Her and her entire family. And you have Taki, who is this student who lives in Tokyo, lives in a big bustling city, works at a restaurant. It's got kind of a Freaky Friday type situation going on where they swap bodies, and it turns into one of the best romance stories I've watched in a minute. It was fantastic. All of the characters are incredibly well realized, even all the side characters. Everyone really. There's this thing that is in fiction. I say a lot because I'm just off the top of my head. So I have to still have it right there. Um, it's having an inner life. Sometimes you see stories and you see things, and characters only seem like they exist in that point in time. They don't seem like they have anything else going on besides what you see. But all the characters in this movie all have their own things going on and all have their own lives and stories within the world, not just the main story. So that's something that's really important to me. For to have fleshed out characters, they need to feel like they're actually living a life separate from the plot, and all the characters in this film very much do that. God, I cried like a baby. It was so good. The romance that kind of leads up between Taki and Mitsuha is incredibly well done. It makes a lot of sense. It's not one of those stories where you feel like the characters are just thrown together because of the plot. It really feels like they build a relationship throughout the time of the movie. Um, it also it has there's a moment in the movie where just something happens and it completely like changes the trajectory of the film. And there are moments where I was watching with Christina, and we were just worried. We were legitimately worried about the fate of the characters, and we were worried about what was going on. And that's just a really big hallmark of a good movie is if it can get you emotionally invested. I know that sounds every movie should really be able to do that, but a lot of movies kind of fail sometimes. You watch a movie and at the end of it you're like, okay, I mean, I get it, but you didn't really feel invested. In this movie I felt invested the entire time. I watched the sub. I don't usually watch the dubs just because I'm one of those guys, I guess. But as the voice acting was incredible, the movie is beautiful, and I know easy thing to say about animation, I guess, but a lot of times anime can, especially like long running anime, it's like you can see shortcuts or you see stuff taken from there. But since this was just a movie that was made just for this, it was just so beautiful. The landscapes, which are very important to this movie and very important to the characters, are just so beautifully realized, and they're just there are some gifs like on my Tumblr and stuff that it's just of some of the landscapes, the food, the animals, everything is just so amazingly detailed and just looks so beautiful that you almost forget that it's an anime. You feel like you're living in that world, which is just another plus for this movie. It's one of those movies that after me and Christina watched it, we were like, I want to watch that about 2 or 3 more times. Um, just because after you figure out everything that's going on, it'd be fun to go back and kind of rewatch the movie and see if you can catch hints and stuff. And really just to go on that emotional journey again would just be some. It's one of those movies that I want to sit other people down and I want to watch them watch it and just see them go through the emotional roller coaster that we went through also. It was amazing. Probably one of, if not maybe one of my favorite movies, just of all time. I know I just saw it yesterday, so that might be a little hyperbolic, but that's kind of my thing. It's hyperbole. So I love this movie. If you haven't seen it, you definitely need to see it. And if you have, I can't wait to talk to you about it. Yeah, geez, that movie's so good. So that's all I can really say about Your Name without going on an hour-long tangent about how much I love it. It's amazing. The characters are just so well realized, and you really get emotionally invested in it. And for me, and for how I like to watch movies, that is very important to me. So yeah, Your Name, super good. Deserves to be the highest grossing anime film of all time because it was amazing. And yeah, I will see you later. I'm glad to see that you're still watching My Hero Academia. Hey, Jack Thomas, how's it going? I'm glad that you're keeping my boy honest, keeping him watching that show because it's really good. Me and Christina actually just started rewatching it because she's never seen it. So I'm actually kind of seeing some of the things that you mentioned in some of your videos about the beginning of the show. So I will catch you later. See ya. I'm really bad at outros, but we both are. So I guess it's kind of our thing.